What's going on, guys? So today I want to talk about the 5-minute chart, how I use the 5-minute chart to time my entries here. And you can see right now, you can already see my entry, but I'm going to show you the 5-minute chart and why I bought at that point and what the overall idea of buying off of the EMA bounce, what EMA I'm using, and all of that fun stuff, and how you can use this same exact idea of using the 5-minute chart with a special EMA that I'll talk about more here in this video. You got to stay tuned to find out what EMA I'm using. But in general, we're going to talk about how you can buy the dip off of the EMA on the 5-minute chart, and it's going to help you reduce risks. It's going to help you improve your reward, and it's going to also give you a better idea of where the stock is heading. If you're just looking at the 1-minute chart, you might not see what you can see on the 5-minute chart. So let's talk about it. Let's go. All right, what's going on, guys? So I want to talk about this one idea here, this idea of buying the washout on the 5-minute chart and why this can be so powerful when a stock is trending upwards. When it's in a bullish overall trend, the 5-minute wash down to the EMA can be very, very, very good as an entry. Not just for profitability, but overall risk to reward. And I'm going to talk about it here just really quickly. Right now, we got TCCO. You can see this is actually, I'm filming in this. It's Tuesday. I just got back into the office. I had to do some stuff this morning, so I missed out on all this craziness earlier. And I wanted to kind of see if there was maybe an opportunity on here on TCCO afternoon. It's, 12 o'clock. So I normally never trade afternoon, but I looked at the TCCO chart and I saw an opportunity. Now, this is the 1-minute chart, and it's going to look a little bit different than the 5-minute chart, but overall, you can still see, right now we had this big kind of pullback after hitting that high there at $9. We pulled all the way back down into the sevens. We found some support there at the $7, $7.12 area, and since then, we've kind of been trending higher. But the key to this trade, the key to the idea of buying the 5-minute washout is There's a couple keys here. There's a couple rules to it. But the real key is looking, obviously, at the 5-minute chart. Now, a lot of times, I don't really show you guys all the charts that I got pulled up. So I'm looking at a 1-minute time frame normally just to kind of see the overall price action. And then I've also got the 5-minute chart pulled up down below. And you can see the difference here. 1 minute, 5-minute. And I've also got the daily chart just so I can see where that support and resistance is. TCCO doesn't have any support, any resistance anywhere really in this area other than on the daily chart, maybe up there at the $11 area. So I'm not really worried about what's going on with the daily chart. What I'm worried about is now on the 5-minute chart and how this thing is reacting to the 20 EMA. That is the red line on the 5-minute chart. And I know you hear this a lot. Everybody talks about, oh, this is one simple idea or one simple way to make money in the market. And this entry is by no means a simple idea. This is not like, oh my God, this is, you're going to get rich overnight. But what this is going to allow you to do is a couple different things. It's going to allow you to minimize your risk, help you with your overall profits because you're able to get in at a better price. And it's also going to just kind of give you a better idea of when you should be buying. Now, you can see TCCO. What happened? We got this big move off of the 20 EMA up here to the 9. Again, this is the 5-minute chart right there. 5-minute chart. This is the 5-minute chart on TCCO. We got up there to $9. We pulled all the way back down there to the 20 EMA. You can see how overextended we got. Look how overextended this is. Really overextended there. We broke to the downside. We found some support back at the 5-minute EMA, the 20 EMA there on the 5-minute chart. So we pulled back. We found our support. And then ever since then, we've been kind of using that 20 EMA as a support line. Now, again, like I said, this is not always going to be textbook, not always going to be perfect, but in general, when I'm looking at these overall trends and we're above the EMA like we are right on this trend right here, we're above the EMA, pretty much respecting the 20 EMA there multiple times. The candle here touched it, candle here touched it, these candle touched it, and this candle touched it nicely. So things you got to think about when you're thinking about buying kind of the washout down to the 5-minute EMA, the 5-minute chart, the 20 EMA there. Things to think about here is, first off, is the chart, is the stock, is it volatile? Does it have action? Does it got a lot of volume? We got 17 million shares traded here on TCCO now. So I know there's a lot of volume. I know there's a lot of price action here. And I'm thinking, even if we do get a wash, there's a good chance if we wash the support area, we might get a bounce. Now, rule one is we're minimizing our risk by buying off of that support area that we established as the 9 EMA or the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. We established that because we can see we have been pushing off of that multiple times. Now, every single time that we touch that 5-minute chart, 20 EMA, every time we touched it, we got a nice pushback, nice pushback, nice pushback. And on this wash here, you can see how quickly this thing washed and pushed back, washed and then pushed back. So wash and then push back. And you can see just bam, 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 washing and pushing back, washing and pushing back. So that's what we want to see to establish to ourselves, okay, there's a clear trend here, there's clear action, clear price action. That 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart is telling us something, that there's a support there. We can see the trend right now, and we're looking to push above $9. And really quickly, again, I want you guys to understand that this is not always going to work. There's going to be days where it's going to just break down and it's going to lose that support. But in general, this is going to give you a better idea of where you should be buying the dip and where you should not be buying the dip. I bought the dip right there at 766. We got down there to 733. Once I saw that we just really ramped right back up from that EMA, the 20 EMA there on the 5-minute chart. Once I saw that, it was pretty clear, okay, the buyers are stepping in. We got this big wick here. We pushed right back up there to $8 on the 5-minute chart. And if you look on the 1-minute chart, you can see it a little bit better. So we had this little indecision here. We pulled back and we pushed right back up there. We got back above the EMA on the 1-minute chart. So again, we're seeing that the buyers are kind of into control here. They're trying to push it higher. Does that mean this is going to go to the moon? No, it does not mean that by any means. And like I said earlier, or the other day or yesterday, whenever I made the video about the 5 rules, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So when the stock is up over 300%, I normally don't like to trade it after it's already made a move. This morning going from $3 now up there to $8.80, but there's a lot of volume, there's a lot of action. So I feel a little bit more comfortable kind of buying these washouts down to the 5-minute chart, 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So I'm out of breath because I'm trying to keep this short and sweet for you guys so you guys can kind of see, why a lot of times I'm buying off of the 5-minute chart. And you don't always see it because I don't always show it in the videos, but the 5-minute chart is right below my chart up here, which is my 1-minute chart. The 5-minute chart is below, and then I got the daily chart down there. So I've got multiple time frames, but that 5-minute chart for me is really just so powerful because when I'm trading these crazy movers and I see that the support is there, the EMA, the overall action is on the 5-minute chart. When I can see that, it gives me a better understanding of where the stock is heading and where I'm going to be safe to buy it. So with risk to reward, the thing here is let's say I'm buying, up here, we'll say right here. Let's say I'm buying, wrong line. Let's say I'm buying here at the $8 area, right? Because we pushed above $8. All right, so we see that okay, that makes sense. $8 support. But if I go over here and I pull up my 5-minute chart and I look again at that same candle and I look at the 5-minute chart and I look at the $8 support that we thought we had support there, that would have been this candle here, this candle. So bam, bam, $8. Now look at that. I can see that we are almost 70 cents off of the 20 EMA there on the 5-minute chart. Compared to the 1-minute chart, you can see a major difference. So this is the 5-minute chart. Now look at the 1-minute chart. It looks like we're at the support area there as we had the support there kind of at the $8. We broke above that 8 and then we kind of got support. It's looking like a little flag kind of thing. It's looking like, okay, this thing wants to kind of hold the EMA there. But as soon as I look at the 5-minute chart, I can clearly see that we are overextending. We're at the top of the wave there, top of the wave. So I don't want to be buying. So that's why I wait. I wait for that pullback to the 5-minute, on the 5-minute chart, the 20 EMA. I get that pullback, and then bam, it's off to the races. And you can see now TCCO, it pushed back up there to $8.47. Like I said, I was not expecting this to go to the moon, but I was expecting a kind of safer entry as we pushed off of that EMA that we clearly see on the 5-minute chart having that support there. So there it is, the 5-minute washout that I use, that I'm always kind of keeping an eye on. A washout down to that support, and then kind of getting pushed right back up there is a bullish sign, and that's what we want to see, especially with a stock like this has a lot of volume. So again, volume is very important. Overall price action, very important. You want to make sure you're above the EMAs already. You don't want to just kind of be all over the place. You want to see a clear trend. We had that clear trend there on the 5-minute chart. We were trending higher off of the EMAs. We got the pull back down to the EMA, and then it was time to jump in and ride it higher. So there it is, TCCO. Again, just kind of a quick little trade here with 1,000 shares and locking down $283 there. So I'm excited. I'm getting back in the move here, getting ready. I'm actually funding a account here very soon, and I'll be trading with real money very soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned and get ready. It's going to be fun. We're going to be trading and doing it all right here on YouTube for you guys. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I will talk to you guys later on.